The new game engine update is finally here and we're getting some more stuff. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. We've got a decent amount to talk about considering that last week we had so much to talk about as well. This week we're getting the patch on the 31st, not on the 1st, but we are getting some content on that first day of January, but we are getting some extra content on the day after the patch. So first of all, we're getting the new game engine update. This, I believe, if I remember correctly, is going to update us to Vulkan, so we should be able to get some better performance, hoping also kind of better optimization overall for the game, so it runs a little bit better, but I'm not sure how that's going to affect PC players versus mobile players, if we're even going to get the same type of update. We're also getting the New Year event, where they haven't really explained exactly what we're getting, but I will quote them here, where they said, on January 1st, let's welcome the new year with New Year's tasks and the fireworks show on the public map. So I'm assuming there's going to be like a fireworks show on the public map that's available on the 31st at nighttime. Probably you can go in and check a timer. There'll probably be like a countdown or something for you guys to do that. We're also getting some best deduction skins this week. We're getting Lawyer's A-tier skin called Werther that's going to be releasing on the 31st. It's a not bad looking skin. It's okay for what it is. If you like Lawyer, then I think you'll want to get it. And there's also a Dreamwitch A-tier skin called Femme Fatale that's also releasing on the 31st. This skin looks way more detailed in game than I was expecting. It looks very vibrant and colorful. I'm a little bit weirded out by the weird kind of squares or rectangles on her tail, but that's fine. I think it's a good looking skin overall. We're getting the Call of the Abyss 9 pre-registration event, where you can of course pre-register your team to participate in COA. Even if you don't plan on doing any COA related stuff and actually participate in the global tournament, you might as well register to be able to get the rewards, I believe, although I think you can still get rewards even if you don't participate. With this beginning of COA 9, the pre-registration event, we're also getting some returning COA content, including a ton of A-tier skins from previous COA, including for Dancer, Postman, Batter, Professor, Novelist, and Wildling. All of those should be added, I believe, to the store, if I remember correctly. It could also be to the Spyglass store, I can't really remember. And we're also getting returning B-tier skins for Guard 26, Naiad, Entomologist, and Bloody Queen. Again, I believe most of these will probably be Spyglass store, I can't really remember. We're getting some returning essences from previous Call of the Abyss events, including essences 3 all the way to 8, I believe. So you'll be able to get all of those skins from previous COA, and I believe it still does retain all of the progress that you may have made in previous years. There's also a package that should be available that is the Rerun Selection Package that gives you 10 essences of your choice from one of the COA essences from the past, not the current one or the one that's about to come up. You can also purchase this 3 times maximum, and each one I believe costs 576 echoes. We got 2 esports series content coming out this week. We're getting BLK Eli, that is an A-tier skin for Seer, and also his accessory that is an S-tier called Hearts Aligned. This is coming on January 1st, not on the 31st of December. The accessory has some really cool effects, including a really awesome looking spawning effect where you kind of like a hologram walks in out of nowhere and then he kind of appears there. It looks really cool. The owl is a hologram, although I don't really know how that works with his skin. Does it make it into a hologram? I guess it does. There are also footprint effects that look quite cool. If the hunter hits the owl, it kind of shows a tree effect around them, like a hologram tree. All of this is available, I believe, for echoes only. And we're also getting Prisoners Esports Series skin, the second version, the alternate version, that is called Trembling Chord. It's an A-tier skin, and this should be available in the store, I believe, for Fragments or Echoes. I'm not sure if it's Echoes only. I think it's Fragments and Echoes, or in the event shop that I believe they mean the Golden Apple shop. So this is where you can use Golden Apple currency that you get from doing some of the prediction related stuff to COA, which people are going to win tournaments and stuff like that. We're getting Mechanics Phantom Girl package available. A lot of people have probably forgotten about what this even is, but about a year ago they revealed they released the kind of physical package for Mechanics skin from this kind of Truth and Inference series, and this is a physical statue that you could purchase along with the digital in-game version of the skin and some other stuff. But they also said that we were able to buy it in-game the following Christmas, I believe, and that meant that we'd be able to get it now. So that's really cool. If you want to be able to purchase it in store, it will be available on December 30th, not 31st, apparently, according to them, for echoes only. This package might not ever come back, as it does say limited, but we probably will be restocked physically. So if you want to go and buy the physical edition with the statue and stuff, that will probably include the skin inside of it. I believe that will be restocked, as they have done that in previous years, but who knows? This could be the last time you're able to get it, so keep that in mind. This package contains the ATM mechanic skin called Lock Core. There's a very cool looking skin. I like the vibes. And there's also a B-tier accessory that goes along with it called Desire in a Box. Some of the stuff that we could potentially be seeing this week is we could potentially be getting Naiad's Truth and Inference physical package. So this is another package very similar to the lock core one for Mechanic. They've revealed the kind of initial art for it, but they haven't really released anything else for it. They said that it was supposed to be coming in December, but this is the last week, I believe. Unless they've delayed it and don't want to say anything about it, we could see this Truth and Inference physical package available, meaning you'll be able to get the statue and stuff like that, but you won't be able to get the skin for some time. And then next year around this time, we should be able to see the character available in store for you guys to do, similar to how we got the Mechanic one. This should be available on the NetEaseStore.com website. There are also potentially some skin optimizations coming to the game. We've talked about this last week. They are ones that we've previously mentioned in previous editions of This Week in Identity 5. They are for Gardener, Embalmer, Doctor, and stuff like that. I've got a picture on screen that I believe was done by IDV Logic on Twitter, or X as it's called. Coordinator will now be also getting some effects when she does vaulting windows and vaulting pallets, as long as she has an S tier or an A tier accessory. They are doing face optimizations as well for Dancer, Forward, Mercenary, Gardener, and Mechanic. And we might be getting some character days this week, as the website where I usually go to check and double check stuff was down for me, so I couldn't really confirm exactly which ones we're getting this week, but I believe we should be getting Soul Weaver's character day on the 2nd of January, and the 3rd of January should be Enchantress's one, and there might be another one I couldn't tell, so I'm sorry about that. And for future content, let's move on to some future content. We don't have very much to talk about here, unless you want to talk about all of the stuff that we're getting for the next few months. That you can go to last week's video where I gave like a ton of content. They've already announced stuff coming next week and the week after and the week after that and the week after that, all the way until like the end of February. So go and check last week's episode if you want to get details about that. Some future content that they've announced. They've revealed some more COA IX stuff. We're getting more event rewards. They've revealed a portrait that we'll be able to get through the event, 3 graffiti, a survivor dish called rice pudding, and another one called Italian squid ink pasta, very weird looking. And also we're getting a night emote that is provoke. And they've also told us that we're getting another special package similar to the one that we're getting this week, but that's going to be, I'm assuming, released around the time of the Essence release. That is the Abyss Treasures 9 special offer pack that contains 10 COA IX essences for the same price as the one we talked about earlier, for 576. This can be bought maximum of 3 times. So that's going to give you a better chance of getting kind of the COA skins whenever that releases, whenever COA begins. Make sure you check out the video that's right there, because YouTube thinks that you will like it.